They're hitting people already.
New video into the newsroom showing ASU students being arrested during a protest on the school's alumni campus in Tempe. We've been following the dramatic scenes playing out on college campuses all over the country over the Israel-Hamas war. Here in Arizona, protests at both ASU and U of A are sparking clashes, and as you just saw, arrests and demonstrations are spreading. With graduation just days away and tensions rising, some schools like the University of Southern California are taking major steps in the name of safety, even canceling graduation just 2 weeks away.
I don't understand. Specifically, why are we afraid?
The university says it won't have time to process the estimated 65,000 guests with its new safety measures in place. The unprecedented move comes after USC already nixed the graduation speech of its pro-Palestinian valedictorian due to safety concerns. But what protesters are defending as free speech, some Jewish students are calling hate speech.
Freedom of speech is very important, and I'm very for that, but I think there is a point where the university itself has a duty to protect all of its students, including the Jewish ones.
Right now, the clock is ticking on negotiations at Columbia University, where this encampment is growing and becoming the epicenter of the pro-Palestinian demonstrations there. So we want to go out live to 12 News journalist William Pitts, who's on ASU's main campus in Tempe right now. And William, what are protesters there demanding?
Well, first, just in the last 5 minutes, we actually got the names of the 3 people that ASU says were arrested earlier today. They are Michael Clancy, Harry Smith, and William Whitmire. ASU spokesman says they are all charged with criminal trespass. Now, take a look behind me. This is about as large as this protest has been since it started earlier this morning. It's been a pretty consistent number of protesters since about 10 a.m., about 100 or so. They've set up here on the alumni lawn in front of Old Main here in Tempe. At around 9 this morning, ASU police arrested those 3 protesters. An ASU spokesperson said it was for setting up an unauthorized camp. Now, these tents that you see kind of in the background there are a big sticking point. Police wanted the tents taken down and said the protesters were free to stay here as long as they wanted, as long as the tents were down. That didn't happen, and of course the arrest happened after that. After the arrest, though, police from ASU and Tempe came out in force, but stayed pretty much on the outside of the protest. Since then, they've mostly cleared out, and instead they're just mostly watching from the outskirts in a far fewer number than there were earlier today. And the tents have mostly stayed up without any more arrests. Now, they're protesting Israel's actions in Gaza, among other things. They want ASU to denounce Israel and pull all involvement in the university from all Israeli companies, any investments, and companies based in Israel. Now, there were some counter-protesters earlier, but apart from the arrest at the beginning of the morning, it has been a fairly civil day filled with just chanting and people trying to get their message out. Again, apart from those few arrests earlier this morning, again, been very civil out here, but these protesters say they'll be here as long as they need to. Back to you.